Guys, good day. So today we're going to explore the rise of far-right extremism in the UK and its impact on Meghan and Harry, and especially the fact of the warnings, the several warnings we got about what is going on in the UK with social media, with the press, what they are doing. Remember what Harry said, if you don't change, then like he's saying that both UK and the media is at rock. So remember what Harry says when he says on a national level, as at the moment, our country is judged globally by the state of our press and our government, both of which I believe are at rock bottom. What that means, guys, is that if the press continues to spew their hatred, spew the bigotry, spew all this hate, then this is a culmination of everything. Everything is happening in UK now. UK is a dangerous country to visit right now because it started, I think, earlier in the year where you had a lot of knives attacks, where you had a lot of looting. Now the far right feel that they can now go in and tell people who should be there and who should not be there. These are dangerous situation that's going on, yet still the UK press, they want to ignore it and continue to watch other country. They talk about how Nigeria is dangerous, they talk about how Colombia is dangerous. Which country is more dangerous than UK right now? Look at what is going on, the disaster, the shame. UK need to get their act together because right now it's a shame what is going on. It is in our faces and they are pushing it, pushing this extremism, pushing this far-right hatred. It's now pronounced, it's now in our faces on social media, it's in the news, it's out there. And it is scary what is going on, right? Recent events in the UK have highlighted a disturbing rise in far-right extremism, culminating in violent protests, attacks on migrant hotels and mosques, and a climate of fear and hostility towards non-white communities. This situation brings to mind Prince Harry's prescient warnings about the UK's racial biases, especially within the media. Harry has consistently expressed concerns about the safety and well-being of his wife, Meghan Markle, due to the racist undertones in the coverage and the overall toxic environment. This video delves into the recent surge in far-right activities, the impact on Harry and Meghan, and the broader implications for the UK. The recent wave of far-right violence in the UK was sparked by the mass stabbing in Southport on July 29, 2024, which unfortunately took the lives of 3 beautiful little girls, few beautiful children. You understand? We know a lot more were hurt, some may be still critical, and it is so sad what happened to them, right? Misinformation quickly spread online, falsely attributing the attack to an immigrant, which ignited xenophobic and Islamophobic sentiments across social media platforms. This disinformation campaign was amplified by prominent far-right figures, leading to widespread unrest and violence. Far-right activists hijacked the tragedy to promote their agenda, resulting in riots that have been described as the worst since the 2011 England riots. Prime Minister Keir Starmer condemned the violence, calling it far-right thuggery and promising severe legal consequences for those involved. The violence included attacks on mosques, vandalism, and physical assault on minority communities, accompanied by Nazi salutes and racist rhetoric. The government emphasized that such actions have no place in British society and committed to tackling the issue through arrests and investigations. Prince Harry has been vocal about the UK's racial issues, particularly criticizing the media's role in perpetuating harmful stereotypes. In interviews, Harry has warned that the country is at a critical juncture, suggesting that continued racial biases could lead to a societal breakdown. His fears for Meghan's safety have been a significant factor in their decision to step back from royal duties and relocate to the United States. Meghan has faced relentless media scrutiny, often laced with racial undertones. This hostile environment has caused significant distress for the couple, prompting them to seek a more private life away from the UK. Harry has condemned these biases and called for a change in media practices to prevent further harm. The couple's fears are not unfounded. Several individuals have been jailed for making threats against Meghan. These threats underscore the dangerous climate of racism and the real-world consequences of unchecked hate speech and far-right propaganda. The legal actions taken against these individuals highlights the severity of the issue and the need for robust measures to protect those targeted by racial hate. The recent incident where far-right groups barred non-whites from entering certain areas is alarming and highlights the escalating racial tensions. This act not only exacerbates the division within the country, but also tarnishes the UK's image as a diverse and inclusive society. Such actions are detrimental to societal cohesion and can lead to long-term damage to community relations and national unity. Cabinet ministers have blamed social media for allowing hate and fake news to proliferate, leading to the recent violent protests. The spread of misinformation about the Southport stabbings on platforms like Twitter and Facebook has fueled the anger and mobilization of far-right groups. Social media companies are now under intense scrutiny for their role in enabling the dissemination of harmful content, and there are calls for stricter regulations to curb the spread of fake news and hate speech. The recent surge in far-right extremism in the UK, coupled with Harry and Meghan's experiences and warnings, highlights a critical issue that needs urgent attention. The rise of racial tensions fueled by misinformation and hate speech poses a significant threat to the social fabric of the UK. Addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach, including stricter regulations on social media, robust legal actions against hate crimes, and a concerted effort to promote inclusivity and diversity. Prince Harry's warnings about the UK's racial biases are more relevant than ever. The experiences of Harry and Meghan serve as a stark reminder of the personal toll of racism and the broader implications for society. It is crucial for the UK to take decisive action to combat far-right extremism and ensure a safe and inclusive environment for all its residents. So guys, the UK is on fire. What is going on in the UK? It was at it was something that was boiling over. It was something that is happening. A lot of things are going on in the world, but the UK are one of the main perpetuators of why this has escalated so badly. The news media need to look into themselves. They need to take account. They need to be accountable to the people. They need to be careful of the misinformation and disinformation that they're putting forward. And if they don't stop, it's only going to get worse. So my thing is, yes, what happened was a tragedy. There's no if buts or maybe about it. What happened to those beautiful young children should not have happened. You should not send your children to school and something like this happen. The far right, there's a lot of time when other communities are affected by gun violence, affected by stabbing, and no one protests. I mean, we understand in the US when they went in and killed, I think, 26 children in their school. I mean, these are tragedies. On every level, there are tragedies and needs to be addressed. We need to look at what is causing people to be so depraved in their mindset that they would go and kill babies, kill beautiful children. What is causing the depravity? And that needs to be addressed. But this is a different thing with this far right. They are just acting crazy. Immigration seems to be a big issue, and that is what's causing a lot of these built up anger, right? So guys, that's what I wanted to bring you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. The world seems to be on fire, but we just have to continue to trust God and pray that things will work itself out. So again, thank you for listening. Really appreciate it. Bye.